right, y'all. So listen, we back to see what we can see out of these UFO sightings from around the internet. This is what they found.
With every new UFO sighting caught on camera, the mystery around alien life deepens. Are these strange objects alien visitors, advanced technology, or something else entirely? Tune in with me today as I take you through the most shocking UFO sightings caught on camera. Okay, this just reminded me of my childhood fantasy of dining in a flying restaurant. It sure looks like one. Anyway, the man who captured it didn't think so and called it a huge, massively huge UFO. The drone operator said he saw something floating in the air, and the lower part of the object was spinning as it slowly drifted across the sky. The man confidently posted this clip and captioned it "Real-life UFO." But not everyone agrees Fokers. Some say, what could this revolving object in the sky be? It captured people's attention and puzzled them about the unusual event during a normal day. UFO controlling birds. On a quiet morning in a Canadian neighborhood, an unsettling sight captured everyone's attention in the sky. A massive, peculiar object was spotted, seemingly exerting control over a flock of birds. The object remained stationary, while the birds flew around it and sang, as if responding to commands from the UFO. Obviously, when the video went viral, people naturally became curious, asking numerous questions. How could the UFO exert such control over the birds? What might its intentions be? The mystery remains unresolved, leaving us all intrigued and puzzled by this unusual and captivating phenomenon.
Listen, I ain't trying to give them no ideas or nothing like that, but that would be a smart way, controlling our animals, turning our animals against us. Like, that would be hard for us to defend. I'm not trying to give them no ideas, bro, but we might need to be, thinking about if they're able to do that, what that could mean for us.
What do you think was happening between the UFO and the birds? UFO on the Earth. A man on his way to his fields on a hot summer day in Florida got the shock of his life when he saw a pale, emaciated alien coming out of what looked like a UFO. Stuff of daydreams, right? The man said that the UFO came down and landed right in the middle, surprising everyone. Then, the door of the UFO opened, and an alien stepped out. It looked around the trees, explored the area, and then went back inside the UFO. The man felt chills in his whole body, and when he told everyone else about what he saw and captured, a wave of fear spread across the community. People nearby felt scared because they had never seen anything like this before. Though the UFO and the alien were gone, the unrest in the village lingered.
Maybe they pulled over for him to use the bathroom. That's what it was. I'm sorry. It's nothing in this red cup, I promise y'all. Just some juice, I was just thinking that, man. That's how my brain works though, bro. Maybe he just pulled over so he could use the bathroom. He don't look like he's a threat, you know what I mean? But at the same time, that's a scary thought too. That they could look like they don't pose a threat and in an instant turn on you and snatch you up or do something dangerous to you or even kill you.
Mysterious flight companion. While cruising at 30,000 feet, a man aboard a plane saw something very bizarre. It was through the airplane window that he captured something weird, seemingly moving alongside his plane. Whatever it was flying ahead of the aircraft. Other than being really fascinating, its presence was more confusing, as according to the man, he had never seen this type of unusual object ever. With such height, one can only imagine what could be this mysterious object and what it was doing near the airplane. A lot of people have been left in awe by that view, fueling speculation and curiosity about the unknown and unidentified object. Alaska's silent visitor. In the remote mountain range of Alaska, an astonishing scene left everyone stunned. Witnesses watched in awe as an otherworldly ship-like object hovered silently over a peaceful lake, while a flying saucer zipped through the sky. This eerie and inexplicable display sparked curiosity and speculation. I mean, that strange, long, vertical thing was just weird. I never saw something like that, to be honest. And then the questions like, what were they, and where did they come from? Against the breathtaking backdrop of mountains and lake, these alien crafts are just boggling everyone's minds who watch them. Mystery over frozen water. Now no one knows the origin of this clip. Looks like a remote city from the Arctic to me, and I am in awe of the person who captured it on camera in such a bone-shattering cold. Anyway, you can see an elliptical disc just cruising along the water surface, standing out against the icy surroundings. The unidentified object drifted in different directions, floating above the frozen layer at incredible speed. The object was soon out of sight, leaving behind more questions than answers. The scene was brief, but unforgettable. Strange.
I don't know to tell you if it's real or not because it had a shadow. I kept trying to pay attention to the shadow. Anybody else? That's what I kept looking at, and the shadow looked like it doesn't look like it was generated, but what do I know? It could have very well have been.
Strange black orb. Now, these are the kind of things that keep me up at night, thinking what they could be. This one here is a strange black orb. So our man in the video bought a drone and decided to give it a test run. He flew it in Porterville, California, and caught this thing that moved with an eerie precision. It zipped around with remarkable speed, darting from one spot to another. It seemed like it was trying to stay hidden, slipping in and out of sight as if it was avoiding detection. The drone operator struggled to keep the orb in focus, and just when it seemed like the orb was about to reveal more about its nature, it vanished abruptly, disappearing from the screen without a trace. What was this mysterious object? Where did it go? What do you think it was? UFO absorbing lava. A man was hiking through the mountains of Indonesia, eager to explore its volcanic region. He had no idea what his drone would capture on the way there. A UFO was spotted hovering near a volcano. It appeared to be absorbing electricity from the volcanic eruptions, seemingly drawing power from the lava and smoke. This sighting has only deepened the mystery surrounding the object. The man posted the video online asking questions and sharing his insights on this chilling encounter. So, why would a UFO seek energy from a volcano? What do you think the UFO was doing with all that volcanic energy? Tell me in the comments section. Mysterious object disappears. Wait, this one is a real deal. So an airplane passenger brings out his camera to capture the clouds only to film and observes an odd object flying alongside the aircraft, appearing to be intact and matching the aircraft's speed, making it difficult to identify. Suddenly, something black and smoky came into view, shooting at the UFO. What's next? The man informed the plane crew, and they became aware of the object and prepared to investigate. It suddenly vanished, leaving everyone on board shocked. The sighting has never been explained, leaving all passengers and crew wondering about the spooky event.
That better not be real. Because you mean to tell me they're shooting at us and we have no government assistance to back us up? That better be fake, bro. Because if that's the case, then y'all see we are on our own.
Secrets of Antarctica. A medical emergency team had to fly over a restricted no-fly zone in the transantarctic mountains of Antarctica, where they stumbled upon something astonishing, a massive hole in the ice, about 200 feet across. Their aircraft's equipment malfunctioned, and they encountered strange magnetic disturbances. To make things even more bizarre, they saw 3 silver objects darting between mountain peaks in perfect synchrony. They were asked to keep quiet about the hole the next day by officials from Washington, D.C. However, in 2015, a flight engineer named Brian broke his silence. This wasn't Antarctica's first brush with the extraordinary. Years earlier, Admiral Byrd reported a massive hole at the South Pole and was also instructed to remain silent. What do you think lies hidden beneath Antarctica's ice? Glowing UFOs in sky. When I am driving down a quiet road, I would like it to not see anything like this. But a driver in the United States saw several glowing objects, one pink and the others white. Unfamiliar with such phenomena, he tried to follow them, but they vanished almost immediately. The sudden disappearance left everyone who saw this viral clip puzzled. What could these glowing UFOs have been doing up there? The mystery continues to captivate those who witnessed the event, sparking a desire to uncover more about this strange encounter.
I'm not mad at him for following it. Maybe he can get a jump start at trying to make, develop a friendship or tell them we come in peace or get on their good side. Maybe he has that head start from the rest of us, but I'm not mad he following them.
Strange UAP. Next on the list is a passenger on a plane flying over the mountains who saw something strange out the window. It looked like a grayish-black, shiny object that was fast enough to keep pace with a flying plane. Weird, right? Wait, there is more. The object went up and down and even came close to the plane for a moment. The passenger was scared because these movements were unexpected. Now, people over the internet are divided. Some called it ball lightning, a rare and unexplained luminescent spherical object that varies from pea-size to several meters in diameter. Others said it was a UFO, with a few others calling it either a weather balloon or simple CGI. Now, it's up to you what you make of this mysterious thing. Strange sight. During traffic, one early morning, a man came out of his home and saw something floating far, far away in the sky. That wasn't just normal. He brought out his drone to send it after it and record the stationary object. As soon as he hit the record button, that thing came in motion, as if detected someone recording it. At one point, the peculiar object flying high above in the sky looked like the Horus Eye, an ancient Egyptian sign of well-being. The man was clearly confused and curious about the object, but it disappeared within some second of filming. What was this mysterious object doing in the sky? Looks like no one has an answer. Glowing object at night. On a terrifying night, something bizarre appeared in the sky. A huge, mysterious object was seen hovering high above, completely still. It was glowing from beneath, creating a breathtaking light show. People had never seen anything like it before. They couldn't agree on what it might be. The shining object sparked many theories and filled everyone with intense curiosity. It made people's imaginations run wild as they tried to figure it out. Why was that object glowing from beneath? It was a real curiosity which, unluckily for us, no one could solve. Unbelievable sky event. One morning, an extraordinary sight unfolded in the early Arizona sky. A colossal, unidentified object hovered silently above the houses, its evil shadow creeping across the ground. The massive object remained stationary, drawing the astonished gaze of everyone who witnessed it. Before their eyes, the object vanished in a dazzling burst of flames, leaving behind a lingering sense of awe and mystery. The titanic object's identity and destination remain a perplexing enigma, adding an element of intrigue to the mundane routines of Arizona residents. Silent UFO in Uruguay. In 1994, Uruguay was rocked by a mysterious event that captured everyone's attention. An unusual object appeared, floating silently above homes and hovering just above the ground. People were mesmerized by its strange presence. After a few minutes,
And that's the thing. I think we'd be so mesmerized by it that we don't stop to try to see where it's going, where it's headed, or where it's coming from. That's why I'm looking at it right now. Like, it seems like it's descending, but it's traveling at a slow enough speed to, like, it's searching for something. You know how when you driving and you're trying to find the street, so you slow down to kind of look. That's kind of how that thing is hovering and moving past. Like it's looking. We need to figure out what it's looking for. That's the problem.
Minutes, the object disappeared without a trace, leaving everyone puzzled. The sudden and unexplained vanishing act sparked a wave of curiosity and speculation across the country. To this day, the event stands out as one of the most intriguing mysteries in Uruguay's history. People are still eager to uncover the truth, wondering where the object came from and how it could vanish so completely. UFO over highway. In the summer of 2023, something unbelievable happened on the highway of New Jersey. An unusual flying object appeared high in the sky, visible to everyone on the road. According to the owner of the clip, drivers and pedestrians alike stopped in their tracks to watch the eerie craft hover above. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before, turning an ordinary day into something truly remarkable for all who witnessed it. Was it really a UFO? If yes, why was it there? What was its purpose? Looks like we have no answers to these questions. Strange sky sighting. On a cloudy day, an extraordinary sight appeared in the sky. A dark object, moving slowly and silently, drifted across the gray clouds above a high-rise building area. Its presence was striking against the backdrop of the overcast sky, drawing the attention of everyone below. And why wouldn't it? The thing was changing shapes in the sky. For those seeing it for the first time, they were left confused. Was this a UFO, an alien technology? Maybe something human that we don't know about? Its sudden appearance and enigmatic nature turned an otherwise ordinary day into something that people will remember forever. UFO and white ring. See, if I ever spotted a UFO shooting upwards towards a bright white circle in the sky in a hilly, mountainous region, I will be sure to call the area an alien village. A crowd gathered, eager to witness the UFO's approach to the glowing ring. Everyone whipped out their phones to record the strange event. Just as the UFO neared the ring, both the UFO and the white circle suddenly vanished. The spectators were stunned by what they had just witnessed. What was the purpose of the white ring? And why did the UFO vanish? Seems like no one knows anything with certainty, and the truth behind this unsettling occurrence remains elusive. Mysterious white object. Here is another one from high in the mountains. A tourist hiked through it and brought out his drone, not knowing that he was about to capture something intriguing on his camera. In October of 2022, this man spotted an unusual white object darting out of the shadows. It moved swiftly, weaving through the trees, before vanishing over the ridgeline. Now look how fast that thing zoomed past the camera, faster than supersonic, and no, it was not wind. You will not see trees or anything else moving along, do you? It definitely was something unknown to humanity. Excited by the footage, the man hurried to show his friends, who were equally baffled and intrigued by the strange sight. What could it have been? What was it doing there? Of course, when the video went viral, it got everyone asking these questions. Strange UFO over Arizona. On November 23, 2019, something unexpected happened during a routine flight by Homeland Security near Tucson, Arizona. Around 9 p.m., the surveillance plane detected a peculiar object, a UFO resembling a giant rubber duck floating in the air. Measuring about 6 feet in length, the object zipped through the sky at speeds ranging from 90 to 200 miles per hour. The plane tracked this bizarre UFO for 40 minutes, but couldn't catch it. The crew was stunned by the sighting and left baffled. Was it a secret aircraft or something from another world? It sure was a rare and perplexing experience that had everyone wondering about it. Fly.
You know, they could be baiting us as well. They could be baiting us. Send one out, get all our attention on that one, while they send a few others out another direction. Like, they could be baiting us with some of these things, because that one, it wasn't even looking like it was going at full speed. So it's kind of like it wanted us to keep up. So you gotta think, bro. You gotta think.
Flying humanoid mystery. A flying humanoid at an altitude that can be very well between 5,000 and 10,000 feet? No, sorry, please. On December 6, 2018, a drone captured an extraordinary sight over Browns Bay in Auckland, New Zealand, which goes on to show a human-like figure moving steadily from east to north. And as the drone zoomed in to get a closer look, it suddenly vanished. Now I did some search and found out that there are some rumors about black humanoids who fly without wings or conventional vehicles. Whether these entities hail from another planet or another dimension remains an open question. Sightings like this are reported globally, frequently by multiple witnesses, adding to the intrigue. What was this flying humanoid? And where did it disappear to? Is it all real? Mysterious black object. Next on the list is another banger. A drone captured a peculiar black object just hanging motionless in the sky. Witnesses noted that it stayed perfectly still, never shifting position. Some speculated it might be a cell tower, but there was nothing beneath it to support that theory. Others wondered if it could be a weather balloon, but that didn't seem to fit either. It wasn't a drone or a helicopter. Those options were ruled out. Instead, it remained there, suspended in the air, reminiscent of how birds sometimes hover on air currents. So, what is this eerie black object that didn't budge? Odd object in Neuquen. What would you do if you saw this on your way to the office?
Think it was a diversion? That's exactly what I would think. Ain't no way they just gonna drive it out in the open for us to see.
Well, this clip was filmed on April 20th, 2024 on the quiet Route 43 near Neuquen, Argentina. This unusual object, looking a lot like the typical UFO description, was observed moving between Antacolo and Chosmalal, capturing the attention of everyone who saw it. What could it be? Some speculated it might be a genuine UFO that had crash-landed and was now being transported for inspection. Could it be a spacecraft or something even more alien? The video of this strange object has gone viral, with many people demanding answers. Unsettling sky object. Imagine your one simple walk in a park turned into this horrifying spectacle. Yes, this is exactly what a visitor in a park saw as he was about to go home. He heard sounds and took out his phone to capture an odd object, unlike any he had ever seen, circling and revolving high above. To his astonishment, that thing appeared to be releasing dark objects onto the earth before vanishing without a trace. This enigmatic occurrence has left countless people baffled and intrigued. What could this mysterious object have been? Why did it behave so strangely? And where did it disappear to? Blinking object. See, a couple of teenagers were walking down a street in California when they saw something strange in the sky. It was a bright object glowing blue and red. It didn't move and seemed to float silently. The two friends were clearly startled, as they had never seen anything like it before. They tried to get a closer look, but couldn't figure out what it was. Was it a UFO or something human just floating around? Massive glowing object. Next on the list is another UFO sighting that will leave you stunned. A lady coming back from her job heard a light rev of the engine. The only problem was, the sound was coming from the sky. She was confused, but kept walking only to eventually come across this. Under the dark sky, something massive and strange appeared. A huge structure was glowing from beneath. The odd object stayed still and did not move. The sight of this alleged UFO was so unusual that it stopped the lady right into her tracks. What do you think this huge glowing object was? A real UFO?
I don't know, like, who do you call if you feel like you're being followed by a UFO or UAP? Who do you contact that you keep looking back over your shoulder and you keep seeing this thing and it feels like it's watching you? It feels like it's, if I was her, I would feel like that thing is watching me, and I would be like, why me though? Who do you call for that?
UFO or some hoax? No one has been able to explain what it was, and people continue to talk about it and guess. Black squid-like object. A routine sun setting was disrupted by an unusual sight appearing in the sky. A black, unidentified flying object that resembled a squid with tentacles was seen hovering steadily above. The object remained motionless for some time and then started floating again, creating a striking and enigmatic image against the backdrop of the sunset. Many people who saw it were shocked and puzzled. What could this black squid-like object be? Some people over the internet claim that it could be a bunch of balloons soaring together in the air, appearing black against the backdrop. Well, it could be just like it could be a UFO. Triangular sky object. Next on the list is another alleged UFO sighting, this time captured in the distant mountain range. The man noticed that something strange with 3 distinct corners seemed to be moving in the sky. It was a black triangular UFO hovering above, and its movements were hard to ignore. People who saw it were curious and confused because they had never seen anything like it before. What could this 3-cornered object be? The event has become even more mysterious, as everyone who saw it is still puzzled. Mysterious green object. And see, this could be a drone show for the sake of arguments, but the bunch of people who captured and uploaded this thing say, no, it's not. It was filmed in 2023 over a residential area in the United Kingdom. The strange object was floating silently across the sky, emitting a weird green glow. This eerie light bathed everything around in a green hue. The UFO-like thing floated steadily, its green light pulsating softly as it hung over the neighborhood. People who witnessed this object were shocked and confused, as they had never seen anything like it before, eventually deciding it was a UFO. Drone-like UFO. Now wait for this one. You may or may not discard these sightings by calling them mere drones. But what if there is a drone, like UFO? A park in Hefei, China, became the center of attention when something extraordinary got captured there.
It looks the part, but let's see it move with speed. Then we can talk about whether or not it is or it isn't.
Strangely shaped drone resembling a UFO flew over the park. This alleged UFO attracted all the people in the park, who gathered around to observe it closely. That thing glowed a light while it ran silently across the sky. Its weird-looking design moves fluidly across the sky. Odd evening sight. Panic erupted in a small town square, and honestly, if this was happening in my town, I would have panicked too. A colossal metallic disc materializing silently overhead, blotting out the afternoon sun. This is the stuff nightmares are made of. And then, with an unsettling hum, the disc disgorged several black, canister-shaped objects that plummeted towards the ground. The aircraft vanished as swiftly as it arrived, leaving behind a trail of smoke and a bewildered populace. But what happened with the canisters? No one could find them later on, but they definitely didn't hop back in that disc-shaped thing. The authorities set up a perimeter around the landing site, and a heavy silence settled over the crowd as everyone waited to find out what the mysterious falling objects were all about. But nothing was ever found.
That means they found something. Little alien pods back there. Because that's what I think they'd be having them in, like some little pods where they can just drop them, and then the pod opens up and they go. And now they're amongst us. That's what I think. Them pods is gone now. The government got them.
Triangular sky mystery. In a remote area, Army personnel observed something unusual in the sky. 3 triangular objects, each with 3 distinct corners, floating silently above them. The objects hovered without moving and seemed to fix their gaze on the soldiers below, leaving everyone baffled. Despite their best efforts, no one could determine what these mysterious shapes were or where they had come from. The sudden appearance and enigmatic nature of these floating triangles have left many curious and speculating about their origin and purpose. Round objects in twilight. As the sun dipped behind the mountain range, locals reported seeing 3 strange objects in the sky, round and elliptical, moving in erratic patterns. If this was not enough, you can clearly see a plane taking off right behind these mysterious objects. Well, I think there was a lot of distance between them as the plane appeared unexpectedly smaller than those aircrafts. This dramatic and unusual sight captured the attention of everyone who saw it. The whole event sparked widespread curiosity and speculation about what the disc-shaped objects could be and why they were being chased. Silent Sky Object. While a group was enjoying a picnic by the river and soaking in the beauty of the rolling hills, they were suddenly jolted from their relaxation. A sleek metallic object appeared in the clear blue sky, hanging there with a strange reflective glint. The group watched with growing anticipation as the object slowly dipped towards them. Just as panic began to set in, it shot back up into the sky and disappeared. The group was left speechless, exchanging confused looks. What had they just seen? Was it a drone they didn't recognize? Or something more mysterious, like a secret government project? The way the object moved suggested it was controlled by someone or something with intelligence. The once peaceful afternoon now felt eerie, leaving them with a mix of excitement and unease as they tried to make sense of the mysterious encounter. UFO's short visit. On a quiet, deserted street one night, something unusual caught the attention of a few passers-by. A bright light appeared in the sky, hovered for a moment, then descended just enough to touch the ground. Before anyone could fully process what was happening, the UFO shot back up into the sky and vanished. The sudden and mysterious event left everyone who saw it scratching their heads. What was the point of its brief visit? Why did it come down, only to take off again so quickly? The whole thing was so strange that people are still talking about the bizarre flying object that disappeared as quickly as it arrived. Crash-landed UFO. In Russia, a security camera caught a really strange sight. A UFO seemed to crash into a river. The object fell from the sky, making a huge splash that startled everyone who saw it. Just when it looked like the UFO was gone, it shot back up into the sky at high speed. People who witnessed it were completely shocked. The UFO disappeared into the clouds, leaving a lot of unanswered questions. What was this thing? Why did it dive into the river only to shoot back out? Was it an accident? Or was something else going on?
Now, I think that, if I had to guess, I think that was one that we probably created, and we're testing it to see how it does, because we've heard all about them being able to fly into the water, underwater, throughout the water, come back in, come back out of the water, then fly around at astronomical speeds, go into the water, change directions, do all the things. So that could be us testing something that we reverse engineered. That's what I think on that one.
The town is buzzing with theories and guesses, but no one really knows what happened. The whole thing remains a big mystery, and everyone is left wondering about the true story behind the diving UFO. UFO over the highway. As a group of adventurous motorists navigated the highway, a chilling spectacle unfolded in the sky. A colossal UFO hovered above, accompanied by a swarm of peculiar, swirling objects. The scene was surreal, a magical sight that sent shivers down the spines of motorists. The bizarre vision startled them, causing many to stop and bear witness to this extraordinary event. The sequence of events was mind-boggling, leaving people questioning the mysterious nature of what they had just witnessed. What could these odd objects be, and why were they circling the UFO? The incident left everyone pondering the unknown, their minds racing with theories and speculations. Strange nighttime object. On a busy night in the city, something extraordinary emerged. People reported witnessing a strange object hovering in the air. It wasn't too large and emitted a faint blue light, but it captured everyone's attention. The object seemed out of place against the city backdrop, As it hovered in the sky, people felt uneasy and curious. Despite its small size, the object had an unusual shape, making people uncomfortable. What was it, and why was it there? The unknown object aroused people's desire to know more about this mysterious occurrence. Open discussion. While filming the mountainous terrain, a helicopter crew encountered a chilling sight. A white disc-shaped object stationed silently above a snowy peak, afloat in air. Its unusual appearance immediately captured their attention. As they attempted to focus their cameras on the strange object, it vanished into thin air. The object's sudden disappearance left the crew in awe. The fleeting glimpse of the mysterious phenomenon left them with a sense of wonder and unease. What was this elusive, round-shaped object? And why did it vanish so abruptly? The mystery remains unsolved, leaving everyone with a burning desire to understand.